Lesson 102, quadratics using square roots. When we have a quadratic, ax squared plus bx plus c, this term ax squared is our quadratic term. The term b times x is our linear term. And then the number c is just the constant term. So here's an example one of a quadratic term that does not have any linear term with it. So we have x squared equals 121. When you are taking the square root of both sides, you need to take the positive and negative square root of 121 in this case. So it would be x equals plus or minus 11. So taking the square root of both sides, you want to include both the positive and the negative solutions. Example 2, x squared equals negative 400. There's no way you can square a number and get a negative answer, so there is no solution. We cannot take the square root of a negative number. Example 3. If we had 49 equals x squared minus 15, we want to get our quadratic term by itself. So we're going to add 15 to both sides, and we get 64 equals x squared. Now we have to remember, if we take the square root of both sides, that we need the positive and the negative. So x is going to be plus or minus 8. Here's an example 4. 2x squared plus 5 equals 77. Again, we're going to isolate the quadratic terms. We're going to subtract 5. We get 2x squared equals 72. And then we want to divide by 2 so that we have a coefficient of 1. So x squared equals 36, and x is then going to be plus or minus 6. And the last example, example 5, we're going to have 4x squared plus 9 equals 82. Then we're going to isolate the x squared by subtracting 9 from both sides. We get 4x squared equals 73. We'll divide by 4. And x squared equals 73 fourths, or 18.25. Now the exact solution will be plus or minus the square root of 18.25. And the approximate solution, we can plug that into our calculator, and we get plus or minus 4.272. That is a rounded answer. It's not the exact answer. And that's the end of the lesson.